So everybody, DIB Sports. So Willie Taggart is going to Florida State. Said this is his dream job. But this is another coach musical chair for cash. That's what I call it, musical chairs for cash. Because Jimbo Fisher, he went from Florida State to Texas A&M. Then you got Scott Frost went to UCF to Nebraska. Now you got this guy going from Oregon, which is a great school powered by Nike of all teams. You got Phil Knight in your back pocket, but now you want to lead a Florida State? He says it's his dream job. Okay, and he has big aspirations. Good for him, but let's keep it real. It's all about the money, man. It's all about the money. If the money wasn't there, people wouldn't be leaving. Let's be honest here. It's always about the money. And what makes me upset about when these coaches do this, they leave those students in the dust, especially what Willie did to but many of those redshirt freshmen who pledged their loyalty and allegiance to him for that school. And guess what happens? He just dips on them after 1 year. That's a joke. Like, okay, Jimbo Fisher, okay, at least he was there for a few years. You know what I'm saying? He was very loyal to Florida State, and he's like, okay, I ran my course. Maybe it's time to go. And he left. Even though what he did is kind of messed up and left some people in the dust as well, at least he was there for a substantial time, and he decided to leave for Texas A&M for whatever reason. But what Willie did was 1 year and dipped out. I don't like that. I kind of don't respect it. But he's part of the problem. Many of these coaches do it, and it's not just him. And then you got Scott Frost. He finally made UCF undefeated, made him a quality team, and then he dips out for Nebraska. Oh, well, he's from Nebraska. It's his dream job. It's like that's their favorite word. My dream job. My dream job. Are you freaking kidding me? Like how many? This is like an old cliche. Not stop with the BS and just say that you're getting paid 10 times more than your last job. That's why you're leaving. And you know what? That's why I don't feel sorry for any player that decides to leave for the NFL or decommits before they sign. You know what? Take your time, young men, because you don't have to commit to anybody. The only person you need to commit is yourself. And you need to commit to a school that will commit to you. Don't be that fool who commits to a coach and then he dips on you like Willie Taggart. Man, I'm telling you, he did straight dipped on him. And then Lane Kiffin did the same thing with Tennessee. I believe he only coached for 1 year, and he dipped on them for USC, and then karma bit him in the butt. But this happens a lot, and it's a shame because you're dealing with kids' lives, their future, and you know they probably got some big aspirations, and then they get screwed over because their coaches want to go for bigger money. So what I always try to say is that they need to do is have a rule. If your coach, and I say let's limit it to juniors, okay, from freshman to junior. If your coach decides to quit, decides to resign, decides, or he gets fired, or he just straight dips on you and goes to a different school, then you know what? That player they should be able to transfer because that's absolutely unfair, and they should give them at least 30 days to think about it. Okay, we'll give you 30 days. You have to decide by 30 days, and after that, you're stuck because that way it gives enough time for them to leave. And it gives them enough time to search for other schools. And then maybe they say, you know what, whatever, I like my school so much, I'm going to stay. Or they can say, you know what, nah, I pledge my loyalty to the school, to this coach, and he left me, I'm out. And then there should be a rule about if they do transfer, they can't transfer into to the conference that their coach left. That way we know much try. But there should be some rights to student athletes that lets them transfer without sitting down for a full year, because it's unfair that these coaches can dip out and leave anytime they want, but the student has to suffer. And if he does transfer, we have to wait a full year until he plays. That is absolutely absurd, and something has to change. Something has to change. It's just I'm tired of this musical chair for cash for coaches. Sick of it. I know they say, "Oh, it's my dream job." It's like the biggest cliche. No, you went there because you're gonna get all the money. And that's all it's all about, money. And it's a shame that these college players don't get the same rights as coaches. And they're out there sweating blood, tears, and putting their bodies on the line. So there needs to be more rights, more privileges for the student athletes to balance out what the coaches are doing. And that's my opinion.